Let's be real for a second. If you drive a Toyota, you probably bought it because you want it to last forever. Toyota has a strong name for reliability, but even the most dependable car won't take care of itself. The problem is not that owners don't care. The problem is most people simply don't know what to check or when to check it. Should you look at your fluids every month? When exactly should you change the oil? How often should you test the battery? It can feel overwhelming, and that's why many people just ignore it until something goes wrong. So today, I'm giving you a simple, clear plan. No complicated tools, no mechanic-level skills. Just an easy routine you can follow every month, every few months, and once a year to help your Toyota stay strong past 100,000 miles, 200,000 miles and beyond. Let's start with the basics. Check your coolant every month. Your engine works hard every time you drive. It creates a lot of heat, especially in traffic or on long highway trips. Coolant is what keeps that heat under control. Without enough coolant, your engine can overheat fast, and that kind of damage is expensive. Once a month, take a minute to check the coolant level. But here's the most important rule. Never open the coolant cap when the engine is hot. Coolant can reach very high temperatures, and opening it too soon can cause hot liquid to spray out. That can seriously hurt you. Wait until the engine is completely cool. Then open the hood and find the clear plastic coolant tank near the radiator. You'll see a minimum and maximum line. If the fluid sits between those two lines, you're fine. If it's below the minimum line, slowly add the correct Toyota-approved coolant until it reaches just under the maximum mark. Using the wrong type can cause problems inside the engine, so always check your owner's manual. A quick check each month can prevent major engine trouble later. Test your battery and inspect the cables. Have you ever turned the key and heard a slow crank? That's often your 12-volt battery warning you that it's getting weak. It doesn't always mean disaster, but it does mean you should check it. You can test your battery at home using a basic multimeter. Touch the red lead to the positive terminal and the black lead to the negative terminal. A healthy battery should read around 12.4 volts or higher when the car is off. If it's lower, the battery may need charging or replacement. Also look at the battery terminals. If you see white or crusty buildup, that's corrosion. It blocks power and can stop your car from starting. Wear gloves, clean it gently with water or a proper cleaner, and make sure the battery is tightly secured. Loose cables or a battery that moves around can cause starting issues. 5 minutes once a month can save you from being stuck in a parking lot. Your Toyota depends on more than just gas and coolant. Several fluids keep everything working smoothly, and ignoring them can lead to serious problems. Transmission fluid helps your car shift gears smoothly. If it gets low or dirty, you might feel jerking or rough shifting. Power steering fluid keeps your steering wheel easy to turn. If the wheel feels stiff or you hear a whining sound, check this fluid. Brake fluid is even more important. It allows your brakes to respond quickly when you press the pedal. If it's too low, stopping distance can increase, which is dangerous. And don't forget windshield washer fluid. Driving with a dirty windshield and no way to clean it can limit your visibility. Once a month, take a few minutes to check these levels. If anything is below the minimum mark, top it up with the correct type listed in your manual. Small checks now can prevent large repair bills later. Inspect belts and hoses every 3 months. Belts and hoses may not look exciting, but they are critical to your engine. Every 3 months, pop the hood and take a close look. The serpentine belt powers important parts like the alternator and air conditioning system. If you see cracks, fraying, or a shiny glazed surface, it may be time to replace it. Hoses carry coolant and other fluids through the engine. If they look cracked, swollen, or leaking, they need attention. Also check that the clamps holding them in place are tight. You don't need to be a professional mechanic. Just look carefully. If something seems worn or loose, get it checked. Catching a bad belt early can prevent a breakdown on the side of the road. Change your engine oil and filter on schedule. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. It reduces friction, cools moving parts, and prevents wear. Most Toyota models need an oil change every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, depending on driving habits and oil type. If the oil looks very dark or dirty when you check the dipstick, it's probably time for a change. Also inspect the oil filter for leaks. Fresh oil keeps the engine running smoothly and helps it last much longer. Skipping oil changes is one of the fastest ways to shorten your engine's life. Your Toyota has 2 main air filters, one for the engine and one for the cabin. The engine air filter keeps dirt and debris from entering the engine. A clogged filter can reduce performance and fuel economy. The cabin air filter keeps the air inside your car clean. If your vents smell bad or airflow feels weak, the cabin filter may be dirty. Check both once a year. If they look clogged or damaged, replace them. Clean air helps both your engine and passengers breathe easier. Check spark plugs for smooth performance. Spark plugs create the spark that starts your engine and keeps it running. Over time, they wear down. Worn spark plugs can cause rough idling, reduced power, and lower fuel efficiency. Many Toyota models need new spark plugs around 30,000 miles, though some last longer depending on the type. Inspect them once a year. If the tips look worn or damaged, replace them. Fresh spark plugs help your engine run smoothly and efficiently. Replace coolant at the right interval. Topping off coolant is not enough forever. Over time, coolant loses its ability to protect the engine from heat and corrosion. Toyota generally recommends replacing coolant every 5 years or around 50,000 miles, depending on the model.
Old coolant can cause rust and buildup inside the engine. That can lead to overheating and expensive repairs. Flushing the old coolant and replacing it with fresh fluid keeps your engine temperature stable and prevents internal damage. Replace the battery before it fails. Most car batteries last between 3 and 5 years. Weather, driving habits, and maintenance all affect lifespan. If your car struggles to start or your headlights seem dim, your battery may be weakening. Testing it every 6 months after it turns 3 years old is a smart move. Replacing a battery before it dies completely can prevent unexpected breakdowns. It's much easier to plan a replacement than to deal with a car that won't start when you're in a hurry. Don't ignore the timing belt. The timing belt is one of the most important parts of your engine. It keeps the camshaft and crankshaft moving in sync. If it fails, serious engine damage can happen. Many Toyota engines require a timing belt replacement between 60,000 and 100,000 miles, depending on the model. Unlike other parts, a timing belt may not show obvious warning signs before failing. That's why following the recommended replacement schedule is critical. Ignoring it can lead to repair costs that are far higher than the cost of replacing the belt on time. Inspect the ignition system yearly. Your ignition system includes spark plugs, ignition coils, and wires. These parts work together to create the spark that powers your engine. If your engine feels rough, hesitates when you press the gas, or makes unusual noises, the ignition system could be the cause. Checking these components once a year can improve performance and fuel efficiency. Replacing worn parts early keeps your engine running strong and prevents bigger issues. The bottom line is simple. A Toyota can last hundreds of thousands of miles, but only if you give it basic care. Monthly checks take just a few minutes. Quarterly inspections are quick and easy. Yearly maintenance keeps everything in top shape. None of this requires advanced skills. It just requires consistency. When you stay ahead of small issues, you avoid major breakdowns. Your engine runs smoother, your drives feel more confident, and you save money in the long run. Take care of your Toyota, and it will take care of you for years to come.
Every Toyota owner says the same thing: I want this car to last forever. And honestly, it can. Toyota engines are built to go the distance, often reaching 200,000 or even 300,000 miles. But the secret isn't just in the engineering, it's in the maintenance. The problem is often not the car, but not knowing what to check and when to check it. Today, I'm going to give you a clear, simple plan to keep your Toyota running like new for decades. Let's break it down step by step. Sejola Section 1, check your coolant monthly. Your engine generates intense heat every time you drive. Coolant is the lifeblood that prevents overheating and catastrophic engine failure. Once a month, open your hood and locate the translucent coolant reservoir. You'll see minimum and maximum lines. If the fluid is between those lines, you're good to go. Here is the most important safety rule: never open the coolant cap while the engine is hot. Pressurized hot liquid can spray out and cause severe burns. Always wait until the engine is completely cold. Also, make sure to use Toyota-approved pink or red coolant. Mixing different types of coolant can cause chemical reactions that damage your water pump. This 1-minute check can save you thousands in repair bills. Sejola Section 2, battery and terminals. A weak battery doesn't just mean your car won't start, it can also put extra strain on your alternator. Inspect your battery monthly for any white crusty buildup called corrosion. This buildup blocks the flow of electricity. You can clean it easily with a stiff brush and a mixture of baking soda and water. If you have a multimeter, check the voltage. A healthy battery should read 12.6 volts when the engine is off. If it drops below 12.2 volts, your battery is struggling. Most batteries last 3 to 5 years. If yours is older than 3 years, start testing it every 6 months to avoid being stranded. Section 3, the aise essential fluids. Your Toyota relies on several critical fluids to stay smooth and safe. First is the transmission fluid. If your car jerks while shifting, check the level and color. It should be a bright cherry red. If it's dark or smells burnt, it's time for a change. Next is brake fluid. This is a matter of safety. If the fluid is low, your stopping distance increases. It could also mean your brake pads are worn down. Finally, don't ignore your power steering fluid. If you hear a whining noise when turning the steering wheel, you likely need a top-up. These checks take less than 5 minutes, but prevent the most common mechanical failures. Sejola Section 4, inspect belts and hoses. Every 3 months, take a close look at your engine's rubber components. The serpentine belt powers your alternator and air conditioning. Look for small cracks, fraying, or a shiny glazed appearance.
If that belt snaps while you're driving, your car will stop immediately. Check the rubber hoses that carry coolant as well. Squeeze them gently when the engine is cool. They should feel firm but flexible. If they feel very soft, spongy, or brittle and hard, they are at risk of bursting. Replacing a $20 hose today is much better than a tow truck tomorrow. Section 5. Oil changes are non-negotiable. If you want a Toyota to last forever, you cannot skip oil changes. Oil reduces friction and keeps the internal parts cool. For most modern Toyotas, changing the oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles is the gold standard. Always use high-quality, full synthetic oil. It resists breaking down under high heat and prevents sludge from building up inside the engine. And remember, always replace the oil filter at the same time. A clean filter ensures that your fresh oil stays clean as it circulates through the engine. Section 6. ER filters and spark plugs. Your engine needs to breathe. A clogged engine air filter forces the engine to work harder, which kills your fuel economy. Check it once a year. If it's gray and full of dirt, replace it. While you're at it, check the cabin air filter to keep the air inside your car fresh and free of allergens. Spark plugs are also vital. They provide the spark that ignites the fuel. If your engine feels sluggish or has a rough idle, your spark plugs might be worn out. Replacing them every 50,000 miles will keep your engine firing perfectly and save you money at the gas pump. Sejola Section 7. Long-term maintenance. Once your Toyota hits the 100,000 mile mark, it's time for big maintenance. If your model has a timing belt, replace it now. If a timing belt breaks, it can destroy the entire engine in a split second. This is the one item you should never gamble with. Also, consider a full coolant flush. Over years, coolant loses its anti-corrosive properties. Flushing the system removes old debris and ensures your radiator stays clear for another 100,000 miles. Sejola conclusion: taking care of a Toyota isn't about being a mechanic, it's about being consistent. Monthly checks, on-time oil changes, and paying attention to small details will reward you with a vehicle that feels strong mile after mile. Sejola implement: stay on schedule, use the right parts, and your Toyota will truly last a lifetime. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more maintenance tips. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.